exhibition, as it was told by our student, is not only open for science students, it's open for students in all the four streams, arts, commerce, vocational, along with the science students. Because it's a fallacy that it's only the science section students who are innovative, who are creative. Well, I would say that every student, whichever stream you be studying, you are creative. Because science, by the very definition, is just a way of thinking rather than a body of knowledge. And therefore, what we need to have in every student, regardless of the stream that you are studying in, is a scientific temper. And what is this scientific temper that I'm referring to? It's an attitude that involves open-mindedness, logical thinking, analyzing, willingness to meet with new facts and evidence without preconceived notions, to question conclusion-based and to look out for newer evidence. It involves thinking out of the box. It involves developing an ability to imagine, to analyze, and to try newer alternatives. And therefore, every student, whichever stream you may belong to, should have, firstly, a personal ambition to be the best in the chosen field. Whichever field you have chosen, you have to be the very best. You have to have the tenacity to work hard and extensively. You should be able to be a keen observer and have a keen observational power. You should have a flair to experiment. Along with it, you need to have tons of patience, lots and lots of patience. And finally, a precise ability to record results. This is what is required if you really want to have a good scientific temper.
Hope my speech will not be off the track. In 1859, Kumbhakayam states, the moving finger writes, heavy rich moves on, nor all piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all kind tears wash up the bed of it. It just means that whatever happened is happened, which cannot be changed. Whatever good things happened is a history. Such a historical event I am fortunate to witness today here at the holy place, Xavier's College, that was built nobly by your young minds and hands.
This is basically the model of an excavator, which works on the hydraulic systems. This model is hydraulically controlled and operated by fluids, which is present in the syringes. And it consists of various parts connected to each other, which is required to gain the necessary output. The principle of working is, it works on the principle of Pascal's law. This law states that when force is applied at one point of the liquid, the pressure is equally transmitted to all points of the fluid. So we have used the same principle in this hydraulic crane, wherein if we apply force,
we use the process of combustion to put a ball inside, spray in some deodorant, ignite it and combust it to exert an awesome force that we'll show you right now. We'll show you a quick demonstration. You'll come in a while. Spud gun is used for a variety of purposes, okay, mainly for entertainment, okay, like it's used as a prototype for movies, various other stuff. Also, it's used for as a chicken cannon, okay. As you know, planes jets, etc., when they fly in the air, they have a likely of hitting a bird. Okay, so a chicken cannon, they put a raw chicken inside the cannon and they project it on the planes to see if the windshield cracks and everything. So that's one of the major advantages of
It's also used to scare away rodents and pests. Farmers can use it in their fields and all that to scare away rodents. So there's many applications for this.